this video is on banded deadlifts. There's actually two specific things that are going to happen in the video. Banded deadlifts, and then the way I do the deadlift. I do what I call rip and go deadlifts, meaning rip it off the floor and keep going. It doesn't matter what weight's on the bar, if you're doing a max weight or you're doing speed reps, rip and go. I don't do straight powerlifting deadlift. I don't like to get down there, get strapped in, get set up, and then go. I like to stand above the bar where I'm at, get my feet set, and literally just from my standing position, drop down, grab the bar, and immediately go up. It makes use of the entire body and kind of creates a nice stretch reflex in the entire body structure. It's my preferred method, and it's built a lot of power and helped me rehabilitate quite a few previous issues with my back and things. As far as banded deadlifts, the bands that I use, always, I don't use any other brand, are the Elite Fitness bands. If anybody wants to know where to go get them, you can message me or whatever, and I'll tell you where to go get them. They use all their bands. These are the short, red mini bands. These things literally cost less than $10 for two of them, and it can completely change your training. As far as using them for the deadlifts, all you'll do is, of course, you put them on the bar before you ever put plates on. Whenever you're getting ready to do it, I like to just, whatever my stance is going to be, this is more suited for a conventional deadlift, not sumo. For a sumo deadlift, you need to set it up a different way in a squat rack or with an actual platform that has hooks for the bands. But for a conventional dead, and I actually go a little bit closer to that, I use my weight over bar stance that I use for the Highland Games. So what you'll do is you will put the band on your foot. You're going to stand on the band. You're actually going to put it in the middle of your foot. Do not get up by the toes and don't get too far back by the heel. Right in the middle. Do the same on the other side, and then I'm going to position my feet so everything's ready to go. The bands are, the way this bar is, this is an Ivanco bar or an Olympic lifting bar, so I actually put it right where the smooth parts of where the knurling starts, is where I put it, based off where my stance is. Basically right over where my feet are. So to actually execute the rip and go deadlift, all I'm going to do is drop straight down. I use alternating grip. You can use overhand if you like, but I like to use alternating because I very rarely use straps on this. So I would literally get my position, make sure the bar is correct, drop down in one motion and go. And stand straight up as quick as possible. And then I will lower it. Do not let go of a deadlift bar while you got bands on it. It is not a smart thing to do. Then I will put it back down. Reposition the bar again. Make sure my feet is correct. Relax. And then on the way down is whenever I set my core. I'm trying to maximize my intra-abdominal pressure. If you use a belt, of course, it helps to maximize that intra-abdominal pressure. Set above the bar. And down. Rip and go deadlifts and banded deadlifts. As far as using them in a program, this is best discussed at length. However, you do not want to use bands all the time or more than a couple of times in a 3-week period unless you've been training for a very long time. These accumulate a lot of overall fatigue, central nervous system wise and muscular wise, and your entire body structure really. So this is something to be used sparingly as an advanced technique or something later in your program to increase volume and intensity based off wherever you are in maybe a season if you're doing an athletics or sports or something like that, or you're trying to maximize your strength